Hello guys, this is Sandra here. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here and I hope you're gonna enjoy your time. So it's time for an update on our Partners in Cream project pen, and this has been started by Steph and her friend Darlene. This has been a project pen running since last year, so this is basically the second round. I will link both Steph, Darlene and the project playlist below, so if you want to binge more videos like this then you can do it there. And most people I think are on their third update, but I started later this year than everyone else. So this is only my first update in the project. We choose basically 3 to 6 products if this is your first of this sort of video. I chose 6 because I like to make myself, you know, I like to give myself a challenge basically, and I like to make my life a lot harder. So I chose 6 products and now I think you know everything. So without further ado, we're going to just jump into the video. So the first few products we're going to talk about are products that I've been already working on last year. And the first one, I'm sure you've seen if you've been on my channel before, is the Tom Ford Cream Blush in the shade Pink Sand. Not sure why I looked at it, I do know the shade. And this is where we are right now. Now I feel like the more I use of it, the harder it is to see the difference. I'm pretty sure it will take me the rest of the year to use this up because, yeah, it's a cream product. There's only that much you need. It's quite nice and buildable. I said it many times before. I really like it. And yeah, by the look of it, it will take me the rest of the year. I also used it once mixed in with my Illamasqua Zygomatic blush, which is a bit more of like a creamy kind of color. The two work nicely together. I have it on today under a powder blush as well. That's a similar color and I do love it. If you know any formulas that are really similar to this or any colors in a cream blush that are similar to this, please let me know. I would love to hear some recommendations because I really love it. It's just such an easy kind of product to wear. It's almost like a more sheer version of NARS Orgasm, like it's that kind of color but in a cream blush. It's beautiful, it has a bit of a glow to it, but it's not overpowering in any sense. And I mean, I sang its praises many times before. Next up, we have the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Perky. I worked on paint pots before, and again, I worked on this last time around, and I did say that I'm gonna flatten it down, and then I will try to hit pen on it again. And I did flatten it, but I have to be honest, I think I forgot about this. Yeah, I have to say I forgot about this, I think, so I don't think you will see any kind of difference. It's still quite flat on the top. I used it a few times, but most of the times, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot I had this. So I feel like I have to, you know, put it physically on my table because I have all my project pen items in this little basket in the drawer, but I feel like this sort of got lost in there and I did not remember I had it. So I think I used it like 3 times. So in terms of this paint pot, this was not the most successful month I had in this project so far, but it's only the first month, so I guess, you know, I still have quite a few months left in this year to use it, so fingers crossed I can hit pen on this again if I keep using it like I did previous times, because again, last year when I rolled it in this project in last January, this was barely touched. There was no dent in it whatsoever, and I managed to really tactically but hit pen in it. So, you know, fingers crossed I can do this again. I just need to remember to use this. Next up, again, it's a product you heard me talk many times before, and it's the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Champagne Pop. And last time, now there's always some products stuck on the side, but the main bit of the product, like most of it, is always sitting at some level. And last month it was there, and this month it went down to there, if you can see. So last month I marked it where it was the lowest, and I did the same this month. I love this product. I feel like that's quite a decent amount of progress as well. Now today I used it in a way that I pumped about 2 pumps on the back of my hand, took my foundation brush and applied it all over my face before I applied my foundation, which is actually not a foundation, but a bit about that in a second. But sometimes I mix it in with the foundation, sometimes I apply it after the foundation just on the high points of my face. But today, and to be fair, for the past 2 weeks maybe, I enjoyed applying this under my foundation, like sort of all over, to give a nice glowy base to the foundation to go onto. But I still use a primer, so I prime, then I use this, and then I do my foundation. Although, did I use a primer today? I'm not sure I did. But most of the time I do prime if I feel like my makeup has to last longer, or if it's a warmer day. Today is quite grey, it's typical English weather, so I didn't need it. But yeah, I feel like I'm doing good progress on this, and when this was first rolled in a project pen as well, I'm pretty sure it was Partners in Cream last year. This was almost completely full, there was barely any usage, so you know, I'm quite happy to get to this point, and I have other liquid and cream highlighters to work on, so as much as I'm sort of sad to see this go, I'm quite happy that I'm getting good use out of it. But there's still quite a lot, because even once I'm getting to the bottom of it, I feel like there will be plenty stuck on the side, and once that happens I can unscrew the pump, which is quite good, and then move it, you know, like scrape out the last bits, which I will do because I love this product. But it's good to know that you have the option. God help me. And now we're moving on to products that haven't been into a project pen last year, so they're all new to this year's project pen. And this is another product from Becca. This is the Aqualuminous Concealer in the shade Light. And if you've been on my channel, you will know I absolutely love this. I have 3 different shades of this, and Light is the darkest one I have, and it's also the oldest at the same time. So I decided, okay, Sandra, you need to use it. It's getting old. You can't keep it for much longer. And if I use this up, then maybe I can purchase another one before the brand goes. I don't know. But I absolutely love this. But at the moment, I'm not sure how much you can see. It's a little bit dark for me. So last time you could sort of see through the packaging. And I think it's the same at this time. But hopefully you can see through the packaging a little bit more. It's quite hard to show. I tried to do the trick before with another concealer with the Wet n Wild one in the past, where I put, like, pour hot water in and then put this in, but it warped packaging, so I don't know if I want to do that again. But for reference, I had to take the stopper out of this, so it's all gone now. And I also use this today as a foundation because, as I mentioned, it's a bit too dark for me. So usually what I do if I use it as a concealer is that I put like 1-2 drops of this, and then I like to mix it with a fuller coverage but lighter concealer generally, because this is a light to medium coverage, and I don't know, it's a nice formula to mix it something fuller coverage, so I get the lightness of that but still the consistency of more this, if it makes sense. But today I thought, why don't I try to use it as a foundation? Because I don't have the stopper anymore, I can get a bit more product out of it anyway. And I scraped on a little metallic palette. Metallic? Oh god. It's a metal palette. It's a... what is it called? Stainless steel. That's the one. Jesus, it's a giant bee. Oh, it's gone. Sorry. It was huge. But anyway, I scraped some of this out on a palette, and again, because it doesn't have the stopper, it's quite easy to do that. And I took some lightening drops, I have them from the Body Shop, added that in, and I mean, you tell me, I feel like my skin looks really, really nice. It did a really good job, so I'm sure I will do that in the future as well, because, yeah, I like how my skin looks. I mean, I'm still pasty. Would you believe though, it's a bit darker already? Like the amount of bronzer I have here, I don't know if you can see. I have so much bronzer on. Oh, the giant bee's back. Please don't fly in the window. I feel like I need to close the window, but I don't want to go close. Oh no, I need to do it because it's gonna fly in. Alright, we're safe from the bee. But yeah. And last notes from this, I don't know how long it's gonna take me. There's quite a bit of product left in there. So, I don't know, I would feel like looking at it that it's roughly around here, so there's still a bit of product left in the bottom. I reckon if I use it as a foundation, I can get through it in a few months' time, because I'm not sure I'm going to use it every time as a foundation, you know, but hopefully in about 2 months time this will be gone. Fingers crossed. We'll see. We'll see. As I said before, you know, famous last words, but I would like to hope that in a few months this will be gone. Another product that I feel like I made significant progress on is something that's on my lips at the moment, and it's the NARS lip gloss in the shade Gold Digger. And last time you could not see through the packaging at all, and look at it now. There's actually a small little window all across, and I'm quite happy with my progress. This is another product that I had to take the stopper out because I could barely get any product on the little brush. The brush is really strange, it's really tiny. Like, look at how tiny that is. So I feel like the brush is not the best, but there's still quite a bit of product left in there. I feel like it's about just under halfway looking into it. I want to show it to you, but I'm not sure you're going to be able to see really. Yeah, there's quite a bit of product left in there. But this is one of those colours that I find works quite easily on any kind of colour. So I had a bit of a pink lip tint on under it and I put this on top, but I used it on top of nudes. So I feel like this is a colour that works really well on top of other products. Now the only issue is that once I will start going back to work, this is not something I can use because obviously you don't want to wear a gloss under a mask. I can wear it when I'm at home, if I can remember, but most of the time unless I'm filming or playing around with makeup I'm not putting anything on. So now, oops, I keep dropping everything. Now that I'm going back to work slowly, I might slow down on the progress on this, I don't know. We'll have to see. Glosses are not the best friends of mask, but again, I had to take the stopper out, so I feel like we're getting there. It's just whether now that I actually will leave the house a bit more often, I can keep using it. We'll see. But I think this is definitely something we can roll out before the end of this year because it's so teeny tiny. It's quite cute actually, the packaging. I really like it. Now, a product that's completely gone, and to be fair, we all knew this will be going by this update because there was so tiny in there to start with, is this eye pencil by Clinique. It's the Skinny Stick eyeliner in the shade Slimming Back, and this was just a little like sample size pencil that I got in one of my orders. And there is literally nothing left. Oh, of course now I did a black line on my hand, but it's so flat I really cannot get it on my eye. It hurts. I hate it when it shows me off. It's like, no, there is product left, but trust me, like I cannot get this on my eye. I used it maybe 3 times and that was it, but I have, you know, other black liners, so I really did not need that in my collection. And it was so diddy, so itty bitty. It's the tiniest sort of simple eyeliners you've ever seen in your life, but it's gone, which means we're gonna roll something in. And I decided that technically I guess it's liquid, not a cream, and it's not a makeup product, but it's something that's really old and it needs using. It's the Apricot Cuticle Oil by Essie. And I'm pretty sure this used to be a darker color. Yeah, I'm sure back in the day it used to be a more orangey color, but it's quite yellow anymore. And this is my only cuticle oil. I don't want to buy another one until this is used up, because even though the color changed, I don't know if the scent changed, to be fair. Now I can't even open it. Ah, there we go. I mean, the scent is not exactly the same, but whenever I put it on, it still works, so I'm gonna go with it. And my cuticles can get really, really dry, and I anticipate that now I'm going back to work, I'm gonna use a lot more alcohol to clean my hands and the surfaces at work anyway, so my hands will be even drier. So I thought, you know what, this is a perfect time to roll in a cuticle oil. I'm just gonna keep it at my table downstairs, on my makeup table, or up here by the bed, and I can just use it in the night. So I thought if I put this in a project, that will hopefully remind me to use it, because otherwise I keep forgetting. So this is my way of sort of reminding myself as well to use it. And then, you know, when I use this up, I can order a nice fresh cuticle oil. So yeah, it's roughly about halfway now, so we'll see how far we can go this year. I assume it will still take me quite a little while because you don't need a lot of this. But again, this is my way of reminding myself to, you know, use this. And it's still a liquid product, so even though it's not cream, it's not a powder. So I say so way too many times. You can make it into a drinking game. If you want, you're welcome. But for now I'm gonna go and let me know what you think of my progress. And please check out the playlist and the lovely creators. But for now, I'm gonna go. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please consider subscribing. It would mean so much to me if you join this little community we have here. And that's it. Have a lovely day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.